What plants you should start seeds for in February for people who live in northern states. Hey, welcome back to the Home Garden Plan Along series. My name's Alexa and this is episode 7. In today's video, we're talking about what plants you should start seeds for in February. And this is going to be specific for people who live in northern states. I'm located in Northeast Ohio. These planting tips are going to work for states surrounding the Great Lakes, Michigan, Indiana, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, the areas of New England, maybe a little bit southern like West Virginia, Kansas, but not too much more southern than that because they have different growing seasons. So in February, we're starting to think about the early spring garden. Now there's a lot of misconception when we talk about gardening that people say you can't plant your garden until after Mother's Day or after Memorial Day in May. And that's true for a lot of warm weather crops. However, we're not concerned about the warm weather crops right now. We're starting spring crops, things that we can plant outside in April before our last frost. See, these are plants that can withstand freezing temperatures. And they like cooler weather. They grow better in cooler weather. You're going to have a beautiful harvest of lettuce in June. I always have the best lettuce ever in June. I'm overwhelmed with lettuce, but in the middle of the summer when I really want a salad, I have a really hard time growing lettuce then because lettuce likes cooler weather. We're also going to start some seeds that take longer to grow. Let's just get into it. The earlier part of February, you're going to want to start your onions and celery seeds indoors. For us in the north, you want to get long day onions. You'll also see short day onion varieties. You're not going to want those. You want long day onions. Getting your onions and celery started as soon as possible is going to be the best because those just take longer to grow. And when you want to transplant those in April and May, you're going to want them to be a decent size, but they take a little bit longer to grow, which is why we start them those are like the first things that we're going to start indoors. And then towards the later part of the month is when we're going to start all of our leafy greens that we want to transplant outside in April. Now, these are things that you could definitely direct sow seeds for in the ground in March, and they should automatically pop up in April when it warms up. But I do like to have some seedlings started so that way I can transplant them out. It just gets me greens sooner because once May hits, those seedlings are just going to take off. So these are frost hardy crops, and they include things like lettuce, kale, spinach, bok choy, Swiss chard, endive, and then you have the brassica family. And these are plants like cabbage, kohlrabi, broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. All of those can withstand colder temperatures. It's also a good time to start getting herbs started. So something like cilantro. Cilantro is a cool weather crop. It likes to be outside in the cold weather. I have cilantro that comes up automatically every year now because it reseeds itself. And it's always popping up in March and April. That's one of those herbs that I would really love to have fresh in August and September, and it doesn't grow then. It likes the colder temperatures. You're going to want to start your chives, and then things like sage, thyme, lavender, rosemary, those plants take longer. So those you can't put outside in April. You want to wait till after your last frost, but they just take longer to mature. So getting them started now gives you that head start. So by the time you can transplant them, they're a nice size. You want to do any kind of flowers from seed, now is the time for pansies and petunias because those are more earlier spring flowers. And if you want those blooms in the springtime in May, you need to start the seeds for them now in February. So there's a lot that we can do even early in February, a lot of seeds you can start and kind of getting into the gardening spirit. It's also a good time to get your seed starting station set up. I don't have my seed starting station up yet, so that's on my to-do list to get done very soon. My station used to be right here. There used to be a wall there, and I had a shelf that had all my grow lights and everything. But we had a beautiful kitchen remodel done over the fall and winter. So my seed starting setup is no longer, and I have to figure out a new place in the house to put all of that. So I'll take you along for seed starting stations set up whenever I get to that, hopefully in the next couple weeks, because I have a beautiful list of spring veggies that I need to get started ASAP. If you're a new gardener and you would like some help on how to start seeds and the entire process for starting seeds, I have lots and lots of content on seed starting on TikTok and on YouTube at Bloom and Wilt Gardens. Just check out the playlist for seed starting. I don't have a playlist on TikTok because I don't have enough followers yet to have playlists, but if you look me up and seed starting and search, then you should be able to find all of my awesome seed starting content. So leave a comment below what you're most excited to start seeds for first, and we'll catch you on the next home garden planning video. Take care.